Hey there, it's Red. And today I have the Christmas scenario book tag for you guys. This tag was created by Kelly from Kelly's Book Spill, and I just think it's so much fun. Like, I liked the original scenario book tag that, I don't know, was going around BookTube a while back, and now we have a Christmas related one, and I just think it's such a cute and clever idea that just plays off of traditional Christmas experiences. Alright, so how this tag works is there is a list of 10 different scenarios, and you pick out 5 books. In my case, I have picked Prisoner of Azkaban, The Fault in Our Stars, Insurgent, The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer, and Cinder. And what you do is you write the names of these books on just like scraps of paper, and you pick each book at random. So for the first 2 questions, you would pick at random, and whatever book that is, you grab that book and you open it randomly for the first question, and the first name you see is the answer to that scenario. And then once you do the first 2 questions, you draw again and pick the next book, and then you answer the next 2 questions. So you'll kind of see what I mean when I start doing it. I don't feel like grabbing a jar to mix these up in, so I'm just going to throw them and close my eyes and pick one up. Okay? Okay. My first book is Cinder. The first scenario is the family member that makes a terrible fruitcake for Christmas dinner. It's Queen Levana. Okay, that would be her. Okay, I could see this happening for 2 different reasons. One is because she's a queen, and I'm pretty sure she's never had to bake or cook anything in her entire life. And 2, she would purposely make a bad fruitcake just to make everybody miserable, because that's what Queen Levana does. She's there to spread misery. Number 2, the person that peeks at all the Christmas presents before Christmas. Peony. Peony? 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 I wanted to say peony, isn't that like a flower or something? I realized, this would have been perfect for the Buddy the Elf book tag, because I couldn't think of a name that I couldn't pronounce, and here I have one. So I'm just, for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to call her Peony, because I feel like I've heard that pronounced to something. And I feel like this is pretty accurate, because she almost reminds you of like a little girl or like a teenage girl, because she's very like bubbly and happy, but still has a sort of adolescent innocence about her. And she just reminds me of the person that would be that child that's just too excited to wait and has to peek and has to see what she's getting. So I feel like that's actually kind of perfect. Closing my eyes. The Fault in Our Stars. So the third scenario, the person who always gives the worst gifts. Augustus. I don't know. I mean, he took Hazel to Amsterdam, so I have trouble seeing him as the person that gives the worst gifts. But I'm pretty sure it was also his idea to go and egg Isaac's ex-girlfriend's car. So I guess if he didn't like you, he would probably give the worst gifts on purpose. So I guess in that specific scenario, he would give awful gifts. But I don't know, if he likes you, I have trouble seeing you getting anything less than everything that you want. The fourth scenario, the person who knocks over the Christmas tree at least twice before Christmas. It makes me wonder who Kelly had in mind when she came up with this scenario, because I don't think I've ever known anybody to actually knock over a Christmas tree. She's probably talking about her cat. I know she's got a cat, and it's probably a wrecking ball. So the person who knocks over the Christmas tree, oh my god, there is just no names. Okay, I don't want to choose Augustus again. So we're going to pick again. I don't want to do repeat names. Isaac definitely would knock over the Christmas tree. And it doesn't help that he is trying to adjust to being blind. So I could definitely see him, like, because he's just he's still trying to get his sea legs and figure out, like, how to conduct himself. So it does not surprise me that he would be the one to knock down that Christmas tree twice. That's just a very, very, very Isaac thing to do. Insurgent. The fifth scenario, the Scrooge or Grinch that doesn't want anything to do with Christmas. Tobias, aka 4. Yep, Yep, he doesn't seem like the very festive type. I mean, I don't know if he would go out of his way to ruin Christmas or anything. I don't think he's that type. I don't think he's the type to ruin it for other people. But I could definitely see him being kind of a Scrooge. I don't see him being very festive at all and really in the Christmas spirit. I mean, he didn't really have a good home life. I don't think he has that feeling of tradition or anything like that. I don't see that. Not at all. Number 6, the Christmas fanatic who puts up Christmas decorations on November 1st. I'm not sure why I had trouble saying that one. Da, 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 da. Janine. I mean, I don't know if it would be genuine, because I just don't see, she's just not a genuine person. But I could see her doing it if she wanted to try and say, like, hey, look what a good person I am. Look at me being festive. Look how much fun I can be. And I feel like she would do that if she was trying to promote a certain image about herself. I don't think that it would be genuine, but I could see her doing it if she wanted to give off a certain impression. And it is Mara Dyer. Alright, the 7th scenario. The person constantly trying to catch people under the mistletoe. Blah, blah, blah. I'm just looking for a name. Daniel. So, if I remember correctly, Daniel is Mara's brother, I think. I'm not 100% about this, but I'm pretty sure that he's Mara's brother. And, I don't know, not that I could see him, I don't know, maybe, because he doesn't get a girlfriend till later, and I guess it could, because he's kind of an awkward, like, funny brother, but he's just very socially awkward when it comes to girls. So I could see him trying to do that in, like, a sort of funny attempt to try and get himself a kiss from a girl, possibly because he, you know, is trying to be smooth, and obviously wouldn't be smooth at all, but he would think he was being smooth as a good opportunity, so I guess I could kind of see it. It's a little bit of a stretch, but I guess I could see it. Number 8, the one always wearing a crazy Christmas sweater. Why are there no names on anything? Mara. Did her mother force her to wear it? I can see her wearing ugly Christmas sweaters if her mother forced her to wear it, but I cannot see Mara wearing a bunch of ugly Christmas sweaters, like, on her own, willingly. I don't see that at all. I feel like I would see her in an ugly Christmas sweater and be like, who made you wear it? Was it your mother? It was your mother, wasn't it? And obviously I'm not going to bother to just pull randomly for the last book because I know what it's going to be. There's only one book left. And that's The Prisoner of Azkaban. The 9th scenario. The person who knows all the lyrics to every Christmas song. Malfoy. You know what? I feel like he's one of those people that you would not conventionally think to know the lyrics to every Christmas song. But Malfoy just tries to act so tough. And really, he's kind of a quirky dude. He's kind of quirky and insecure when you really get to know him, and he's not nearly as tough as he likes to present himself to be. So I feel like he would be that person you would never think to have Christmas spirit, and you would never think he would know a single Christmas song, but really, he secretly listens to them, and it's his guilty pleasure, and he actually knows everything, because at the end of the day, Draco's a pretty sensitive guy. He's a pretty sensitive guy, so I bet you he would secretly know all the lyrics to every Christmas song because he's only acts tough. And finally, the 10th scenario. The person who burns the ham and has to order Chinese food for Christmas dinner. And that would be Mr. Weasley. Yep, I would say that's pretty accurate. I cannot imagine Mr. Weasley cooking Christmas dinner. I bet you Mrs. Weasley would come into the kitchen and she'd be like, why were you trying to make the Christmas ham? I always make the Christmas ham. Why would you? Oh, now we're just going to have to try. Now we're just going to have to order Chinese food. I feel like the accent's been changing a lot through this. But that was Mrs. Weasley. But I just see Mr. Weasley trying to be helpful and trying to cook Christmas dinner, but really, he just doesn't know what he's doing. So Mrs. Weasley is just like, oh, what are you doing in here? Blah, 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 blah. And they would probably just use magic to fix it because they can. But if they couldn't, because whatever their reasons are, then Mr. Weasley would definitely have to order Chinese food because he burned the Christmas ham trying to be helpful. We appreciate your help, Mr. Weasley, but maybe next time you could just hang the garland on the tree or something. Let's just stay out of the kitchen. Honestly, I wouldn't have been surprised it was Ron. I was kind of expecting Ron. Or Seamus, because remember when Seamus like burned off his eyebrows? So he would definitely burn him. And yeah. So I'm just going to tag everybody in general. Everybody, you are tagged for this tag because I do want to see these tags from you guys. I just don't know who's done it and who's not. So I'm just going to tag everybody, just a big blanket tag. I guess that's it. I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday season. If you don't celebrate anything, then I hope you have a wonderful winter, wonderful break from school, or whatever it is that you're going to be doing around this time. I love you guys. I will have more videos up soon, and I'll talk to you guys later.